Hello and welcome to Rollercoaster Tycoon, where we are gonna build the most awesome roller coaster available to us. Now, just on a small side note, for some reason my sound didn't got recorded, me just babbling about while I was playing the game. So what I'm actually doing now is commentating my own gameplay. I know it's kind of lame, but I thought it's better than just to send in like a mute video, because I mean there wasn't any in-game sound as well, so I don't really know what went wrong there, but something went wrong and I just had like the footage only, and I was stupid enough to actually save the game right after I completed the session, and you'll see why. But anyway, so we're gonna get started on the inverted roller coaster. Now last episode I said that I knew that there was like a roller coaster that had like pretty much all the special track sections, and that is this one. I mean, look at it, just banked curves, vertical loops, steep twist, inline twist, half loop, corkscrew, bank helix, even large loops. It just has everything in there, so this is like the ultimate roller coaster, but it's also like the most expensive one, I believe. I mean, you can see that on the approximate cost part, and it has like $4 grand approximate cost. So anyway, we're gonna get started on it right now. So the plan is to have it go like right there, where I'm gonna build it, but it's gonna have like a station half underground. So let's get to it, right? So first off, a bit of station here. I think this is a good spot to start chain lift, yeah. Alright, and then let's go underground. Alright, so let's get the terraforming done. Terraforming, oh man. Ah well, I'm not going overboard with the terraforming now, so I think this is quite alright, I mean, after my horrible experience with terraforming in Dynamite Dunes, I mean, it's not like I'm just not gonna terraform anymore. Just gonna do it with care and stuff. So, let's build the entrance and exit, and let's have that done. And let's get to the building of it. So, let's get like a lift out there, I mean, just look at a sheer list of special sections. This is gonna be like an awesome, uber imba awesome roller coaster, really. So yeah, let's build it. I mean, I like it how those supports just go straight through the bumpy duck, or whatever it was called, the bumper ride, just to make it a bit more difficult. I mean, look at how high this coaster actually can go. I mean, you see that? The max height is like 56 meters. That is just absolutely crazy. I mean, right now I'm at like 35, so that is really crazy. Oh man, all those pieces, man. That is just so cool. This is gonna be an epic roller coaster, one of those grand coasters I've been rambling on about always. Anyway, I do think that the coaster as it was just a moment ago is way too much over to that side. I mean, I want to build it, like where that track of the mini railroad is going right now. So let's just have it chain up like to the other side, no, not where the entrance is. I mean, I need to build like a good queue line, so I think it's the best to go the other way around the side of the exit. So let's curve it about while still hoisting it up a bit. And let's start using that cheating lift technique again with the steep slopes and stuff. Now, just on beforehand, because I already know everything that's gonna happen here, this is gonna be a coaster like no other, and it's gonna be like pretty much only coaster building and fine-tuning in this episode, just so you know it. So back to the lift again. I mean, we're gonna go pretty high with this one here. I mean, we're going like well over 30, so yeah, we're at 35 now. So that is quite good as well. So 36 even. Wow. And then this, I mean, look at that. That is just a crazy start for a roller coaster. Not like the regular drop down or anything. No, we're gonna go straight half loop and then into a corkscrew. I mean, man, you'll know what kind of ride this is gonna be. This ain't for the faint-hearted, to be honest, really. This is for the real man. This is where we separate the men from the boys, where we separate the diamonds from the fake ones. I mean, really. There's gonna be like a twist here. Oh wow. So right now, you know, it does have quite a bit of speed already. I mean, it's going from like 36 to 30, so yeah. You also notice how these handymen have mowed like this most part of this hill already. I think it looks quite good, you know. It's a good way to spend that excess money. So let's get like a few curves in there, you know. The thing is with this roller coaster as well, that I'm gonna build this like a single roller coaster, you know, because I mean, I like those roller coasters where there's like two of them next to each other, you know, and have the synchronize option and stuff. I mean, that does add a lot to the excitement rating. But this park already has like it has like two roller coasters next to each other, you know, the Agoraphobia and whatever the name of the other one was. So I'm not gonna do that with this one. It's just gonna be like a single roller coaster, but a great one. Now it would also be kind of cool, you know, to have it go around the lookout tower. So we are gonna make this one go around that with like helixes. So, but it's gonna be a bit of a hassle to get it around that. See, and that's also another thing with these inline twists. You know, you can go because they make like a curve. If you come out of like a banked helix, you know, and you go to the straight part again, and if you then attach like a inline twist right after that, you can make it like go counter natural, so to speak, you know. And it means that there's like a large dent in it, really, that makes it wobble, and it's really bad for the intensity rating and such, you know. Now I believe, yeah, right now I'm going behind it, so this part here is a bit of trial and error on my part, you know, trying to get like at the right spot, because I know that these helixes, you can curve around the observation tower, you know, but it's I mean, I'm just trying to figure out here really what the right spot is for the coaster to start the helix at. So also, I mean, I don't think that I noticed it at the moment, but I mean, my cash is going down like crazy already. It is truly expensive. I mean, look at it, each section of the track costs more than $100. Now I'm building high, of course, but still, I mean, it is truly expensive. So, man, it sucks to have to do a commentary of my own gameplay. God damn it. Yeah, I think I haven't found the right spot yet, you know. I think it's like 2 more reconfigurations of the track and then I'll find it. And after that it really gets off, you know. This is like a bit of like a speed bump in the construction, really, but after that, you know, it really takes off the coaster. So yeah, look at that. Yeah, because the thing was that I needed to add like another piece of diagonal track over here, and then it would be at the right spot, because I had like I couldn't keep on building after the 3rd helix down, because I want to have a curl completely about, you know. I think I'm gonna go with like 1.5 loops around the observation tower. Yeah, 'cause now I'm in the right spot. Look. See, and now I find out about the cash, how expensive. I mean, look at those helix pieces. They're like $500 a piece. So we're gonna get out the big bucks here, you know. And I believe that we are pretty much gonna max out our loan here just to build this coaster. And even then, we are quite short on cash. So, well, not really short, but it is just so damn expensive. I mean, this is probably the most expensive roller coaster I ever built, and that says something. Well, I mean, just the sheer pieces of them, you know. And then another thing as well to keep in mind here is that, you know, as I'm building this, I mean, all these pieces here, I never actually really completed this game. I mean, I never really finished all the rides and attractions of it. So as I go about it, it's really also a rediscovery of it, this coaster for me, really, because last time I worked with this, I mean, I don't ever think I made a good successful roller coaster with this from this type of roller coaster. So for me it's also kind of new at the moment here. But man, do I like it. I mean, just the sheer options you have on this one, you know, it's just mind-boggling. And the other thing I also really like is that big kind of loop. I mean, I just want to have that in my coaster one way or the other, you know. So right now I'm really, you know, just puzzling out how to get that big kind of loop in my coaster and where to put it. I mean, as you saw just a moment ago, you know, I couldn't build it over here, so I went with the small looping instead, because the other roller coasters are in the way over here. But right now I'm gonna like get the track to the place where I'm gonna sneak in one of those big loops. And I do think that I pretty much use all the special track pieces that are available for this coaster. And I think multiple times as well, so it is really going to be a truly epic coaster. I mean, I can promise you that. Yeah, right now I'm just a bit puzzling about, you know, how to get the most fast and efficient and non-intensive way to where I'm gonna build the big loop, you know, that large loop over there. Now I think I'm gonna decide that I will build that, you know, over the water, just a bit, yeah, like right over there where I was with the screen a moment ago. So yeah, I mean, the real problem is that I need to go underneath my own track, you know, and probably also go above it. So that really makes it tough, because this roller coaster requires 3 pieces of space to go above or below it, while normal roller coasters, regular ones, require only 2 spaces. So it makes it a bit more tricky to go up and above and through parts of your own coaster. But I do manage in the end. It's just that right now I'm just looking at like what's gonna be the best way, and I decided that I need like a special track piece to get that done. I'm trying with helixes at first, but afterwards I decide that corkscrews are the best solution. Yeah, check it. I mean, and a normal corkscrew, you know, I mean, it goes with that same piece, but you can also just make like a loop back really on a short space. So I kinda like this solution. I think I'm quite creative with it here. Right now, I mean, it's really just like, yeah, and then I go with the curve down, make some speed as well. So there's also a shitload of message spam really from the guests that I know. I mean, Damage has left the Excelsior, Damage is on the Nameless, Damage is standing in line. It's just crazy. I don't like it quite. I mean, quite liking it though, but it is a bit much. So I mean, I think next park, I'm not gonna name 3 of them. It's a bit overdone, but I do like to have myself in my own park, see what kind of attractions are my favorite, really. Yeah, I think right now, you know, I'm gonna go with the big loop. I mean, just you know, getting at the right spot, because I wanted to build it here above the water. And right now, I mean, I'm really deciding, like, I want it so badly. Like, am I gonna gonna terraform for it or not? And here you see that I learned my lessons from past mistakes. I decide not to terraform, but to just alter the track, which is a real good decision on my part. So, I mean, all I gotta do now is really just clear off some trees. Now look at that. Instead of making like a large looping, no, I am gonna make a, you know, I'm just gonna like reverse it, you know. It's like 2 pieces on the opposite parts. Basically, I'm making like a giant heart shape. See, that's what I should have built with it, you know, like it's just a larger version of that looping in 2 parts. But instead of that, I made it the opposite way around. I think it's quite cool. It also looks quite scary, you know, just that sheer drop down after that incline. So, yeah. I also check my cash. I mean, I loaned 15 grand for that, and right now I'm on 6 grand already. No, at height 25, well, I need to go down to 9. Nowhere near my station exit, or my station where I need to be, you know, at the station's end. So yeah, this is really one of my favorite types of roller coaster, you know. It's perfect to make the grand designs that I've been on about for a while. What I'm on about pretty much every episode, really, but hey. And it is shaping up to be quite a nice clusterfuck already. Oh man. Yeah, great game this is. Really, really like it. I mean, right now I'm getting the realization that it is already quite a bit a clusterfuck, and I am still at height 19, you know, at 20 even, so that I still have loads of track to design. And I think it's like right about now that I actually notice how low on cash I am, and I need to take out like more loan for it. But well, a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do. I mean, such a coaster justifies the max loan. I mean, look at that. Where in Dynamite Dunes at some point I started actually to get doubts about my coaster building skills. This man has definitely changed the view of that. I consider myself to be awesome coaster builder. Heck, even more than awesome. Yeah, so I think yeah, I mean right now I'm like, man, am I gonna build in like more crazy stuff, you know, like this loop or not? And the other thing as well is, you know, that I mean right now you don't see me putting in any brakes or safety features or anything, but I did put in a few pieces of straight here and there on purpose, you know, that so that if the coaster wouldn't make certain pieces of the track, you know, if they would be like too steep or it wouldn't have enough speed, I could just remove certain sections, you know, and just yeah, here I find out how crazy expensive it is. I mean, look at that loop, you know, it is like $1 grand for a one piece. Now that is crazy expensive. But like I was saying, I mean, this coaster was really well designed. I mean, in the design process I kept these pieces of straight so that if like for a certain part of it, you know, I wouldn't be able to, the train wouldn't be able to make it, I could just delete it, you know, and reconnect it really easily. So I wouldn't have to completely redesign like half the track, you know. And right now, I mean, I'm on max loan and that is 25 grand. And look at it, I got like 4.5 grand of that left. So right now I'm just racing, you know, to get like back to my station in the most efficient, cheapest way possible. So I mean, this is quite I'm not gonna go with this long piece of straight, you know, but yeah, it just shows that I mean, I was seriously considering that, so it just goes to show how badly I wanted to get back to the station. But then I just realized, you know, that I need to go underground, and for that I needed to curve it at least. And I'm like, no, let's not do that. It's like a real bad way, you know, because I would need to terraform shitloads for it. And I wasn't really up for terraforming, you know. I mean, I still learned those valuable lessons in Dynamite Dunes. So I do get a better solution now. And damage left the park. Oh no. It's probably because his money went. He was out of money. I mean, really, there isn't any reason why I would leave this park for any other reason other than to be out of cash. I mean, with all these awesome attractions. On another note though, I mean, this new financial policy, that is really the way to do the pricing and stuff, you know, in your park. With the you know, no entrance fee to the park itself, but have like high ride prices. That is really the way to go. So man, even when I'm commentating on my own gameplay, it remains funny to hear that music just go all dreary. And then just it remains so funny to listen. I can't, I mean, I'm hearing it for like the second time and I still find it funny. Oh man. Et voila, as the Frenchman would say. Completed. Right now, I mean, I'm just smiling from ear to ear, you know, but for safety measure, I'm testing it with one train. So I mean, right now, you know, I just finished building, I mean, and just look at it, it's like a big clusterfuck of coaster, you know, but it just looks pure awesome. Now the thing is, well, you know, I mean, the testing is really important on this one, I mean, and you'll see why though. I mean, it's just a crazy ride. Just the sheer look of it, I mean, wouldn't you want to be in this coaster? I mean, if it would be real, tell me the truth, man. I mean, this is a badass coaster. It just is. I mean, fuck me, man. Would I want to be in this coaster? It's really a shame that there's no, I call it on-car cam or whatever, or ride cam or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I think it is in like later versions of Rollercoaster Tycoon, but truth be told, I've never played like Rollercoaster Tycoon 2 and 3. I'd like to, but I never did. I might do, maybe I'll record it even. I don't know, probably. Anyway, I mean, here's why you see why testing is really important. You would never made that loop. I mean, it came at that looping, you know, at like 30 kilometers. So, and that's why I put those pieces of straight track after that. So I can easily remove the looping there and reconnect the track, you know. I mean, I'm removing the on-ride photo section and stuff. And then it's just, for me, it's really easy to just reconnect that coaster. All I gotta do is make this curve like a bit wider, you know, and change the height of the track slightly, and I'm back. It's connected. See, it's like it has like a one height difference. So then I need to bank it, and it's all good. I think I'm even gonna try to snug in like a inline twist for that. But here you'll see what I mean with like counter natural twisting, you know, because I built backwards here and I should have built from that banked helix on the other side, but you'll see what I mean, you know. There's like this sharp angle at where I was building, and that is because it goes the twist is in the wrong way. So here I finally realized what I was trying to accomplish, and I changed it around, and it's all good, because that is just a natural transition. But man, I mean, just to look at this coaster, man, I'm really proud of this baby. That's why, I mean, that is also why I didn't want to send up like a mute video of it, you know, because that would just be a shame, really. Now I am also gonna try and see if I can recover the in-game audio from it. I mean, for some reason, you know, when I played back this recorded stuff, it has no sound, though the audio track does show like signals. So I'm gonna see if I can recover any of that. Should probably, but otherwise it's just me talking with no in-game sounds. Oh well, you'll see if I could manage to get the sound back on it. Anyway, right now, you know, you'll see that the coaster is not going at crazy breakneck speeds, which is quite good actually, because there is a lot of crazy pieces in them, and I think I put in like 4 corkscrews, at least 8 pieces of inline twist, so it's good that it's not going through all these special pieces with at like 80 kilometers an hour, or heck even more. I mean, then you would just get like low excitement rating and ultra extreme nausea rating and intensity rating. So that is all looking very promising for the ratings, you know, when it completes the ride. Now look at that. That is also quite awesome, isn't it? That big loop. I mean, I do see one problem on the horizon, and there we're gonna be at that in just a moment, and that is here. I mean, 70 kilometers is not enough for that pace. I mean, I get quite far, and I didn't really want to, but I mean, in the end, I do see that it is kind of necessary to remove that looping, even though I don't want to. It's not like, I mean, I am gonna replace it, you know, with just a smaller one. It's not like I'm just gonna make that a straight piece, but I really wanted that longer looping in there. Oh well, you can't have everything, so. I think at first, by the way, I even tried to connect the track directly. Man, how bad of me. Heck, even a corkscrew? Man, what the fuck was I thinking? Well, I do get to back to my senses anyway. I mean, but I have already seen what has happened here. I played it myself. I'm watching myself play. Yeah, so then I see that this is the perfect spot for looping. I mean, that small looping, you know, that is not really a problem. It's just that big one, I think it requires like 100 kilometers of speed, so that is quite crazy. I mean, the only real place where I would, I think you can successfully place that large looping is just right after a long drop, you know, a steep long drop. Otherwise, I don't really know where else that would fit in. I do also think that after replacing this, you know, the ride will actually finish and we will get test results. So, but I'm not really sure. I mean, the thing is, you know, I recorded this like 2 days ago, trying to figure out what the fuck happened to the audio. So in the end, I just decided to get like, you know, to do a commentary on it. So it is 2 days ago, and I don't remember it exactly, you know, but I do believe that right now we're gonna finish. The ride will finish and we will get the test results. Oh yes, and damn are those test results tasty. Hell yeah, are they tasty. Oh yeah, that's also another thing. I got that drink stall researched. So I was like, while the train is, you know, running its course and doing the test run, let's just build a few of those stalls. Never hurts, really. And before that, the guests couldn't even get something to drink, really. So Oh well. Talking about drinks makes me thirsty as well. Yeah, so now it's almost back to that looping again. And is it gonna make it? Yeah, here I see that the research on my coasters is actually finished, and it does make me, I mean, it means that there's not quite a lot of coasters out here, because you start with 4 coasters, you know, which are already built, and then you only get like 2 more, which is this crazy expensive with ultra cool one, and a bobsled, and that's it, pretty much. So that is kind of pity, because this park is really large and you could fit in boatloads of coasters. Yeah, now it's finished, so I mean, you'll notice that I have no brakes in place anywhere, but that's the thing I'm gonna put in there right now, brakes, you know, to make it safe and a bit more, well, I think, I mean, I thought, you know, that I could make it a bit less intense and a bit less on the nausea, but I mean, looking at back, what the hell was I thinking? Now check that out. Very high, very high, very high. Is that great or is that great? I mean, I know intensity and nausea shouldn't be so high, but it's like 8.5 and 9 and 9. I mean, that is truly great, you know, even though the latter 2 could be a bit less. It is really great to get a intensity or an excitement rating of 8.5. That is quite good. So here I add in the brakes to make, well, at first to make the ride a bit less intense, but it's also a bit for the safety, you know. I mean, the thing is that at the end, because I was in a rush to get back to the train station due to my shortage of cash all of a sudden. They do go quite fast. I think they're going at like 70 or 80 kilometers an hour. And if I would just put like a brake to 6 kilometers in there, that's not really good for the intensity rating and such. So that's why I pre-brake them on that other piece as well. So yeah, that is the Imba inverted coaster. I mean, even without the supports, the tracks look just crazy, man. And it's not like an ultra low, ultra extreme roller coaster, so it's one that guests will go on. Fuck, I would want to be in here, man. Just seeing it again really makes me proud. I don't know, I mean, I might even upload these tracks, you know, at some point. I mean, damn, I just feel so proud of this coaster. Yeah, I'm also gonna name this one actually. I mean, looking at it right now, it does come with the perfect color scheme already, really. I mean, it's like gold and white and stuff, you know, all the stuff I wanted for this color theming that I had in mind. That's also another thing I'm not really sure about. I mean, color theming is kind of nice, but so far gold and white for diamond chisel, it just doesn't turn out so great. I'm probably just gonna go with like just color theming and not like theme coloring. I think that's it really, you know, because here I'm theme coloring it. I'm not really happy with it, so I think I'm gonna call it theme from now on, you know, from the next park on. So anyway, that is for later. So yeah, I got the bases down here, you know, the few essentials. And another drink stall here as well. I mean, I want those guests to have full bellies before they enter this crazy ultra high rate, or well, not ultra high. I mean, it's not, but this crazy Imba roller coaster. Man, this roller coaster is OP, man. Nerf. Oh wow, yeah, I am still proud, man, and I can't say it often enough. It's the same feeling I had really with the 2 mine train roller coasters back on Leafy Lake, you know, those black and white that I built in tandem. Personally, I think those were great as well, you know, really good rides. It just feels very good to build a roller coaster and then have it turn out to be just good, you know. It feels accomplishing. I feel skillful. So yeah, coloring, and then the name. Now, the name, I mean, I still have like this list of these diamonds, you know, but this one really fits. The Oppenheimer. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Well, this is a great coaster. And arriving at the station. Now here I'm hoping to see that the intensity rating drop down a bit and stuff, you know. But it's barely gonna drop down. And for the rest of the park, you know, I mean, we're in like the end of year 2 and my initial pricing is still good, so that is really a good sign. It's just a shame that I am quite a bit limited here, you know, on the stuff that I can build coaster wise. I mean, I do still have the rowing attraction and the bobsled to build, but after that everything will have been built, and that is quite a shame. I mean, ooh, I actually receive an award here, tidiest park in the country. That is good. You see, and I think that comes from mowing the grass. Don't you think? I mean, we've been looking at it like all the time while I was building this coaster. I think it is a real improvement, you know, that my handymen are mowing it. I really like it anyway, and I'm happy that I just spent the extra cash on it. I mean, you can already see it at the G figures. I mean, they haven't changed that much, so yeah, you see it's still just high. But man, very high. Is that good? Now that's another thing here. Right now I noticed that I haven't put in the on-ride photo section, so I'm gonna put that in again. And it's actually, I mean, in all this spaghetti of track, it's actually quite hard to find like a good piece to put the on-ride photo section in, because the thing with that photo section is that you have to put it like right after a drop, you know. The shit is broken down, man. No. Shit is broken down. It breaks, man. Shit's broken. No, but what I was saying is that for the on-ride photo section, you know, you need to have it like after a drop, otherwise the guests won't buy it, you know. It will be like a bad photo or any something like that. So, but it is kind of hard to find like a good piece, you know, a good piece of the track to insert that on-ride photo section on. I don't find it, of course. It's $2, and the heck, man, I would even alter the track for $2 for every guest, pretty much. Well, not every, of course, I mean, but a lot of them. And there it is, the on-ride photo section. Here it is, I'm gonna crank up to $6. I mean, for a coaster with an excitement rating of 8.5, I think $6 is even cheap, but fuck, man. So, and I think that's almost it. Oh man, watching my own playback, I mean, I haven't played since, but I forget to put like 3 trains on there. Well, that's the first thing I'll do in my next episode, but sloppy me. Man, I'm even looking at the station and I'm not putting like more trains on there. Fuck, I'm even closing it down. Yeah, I'm not putting in more trains. How stupid of me. I mean, this is just to check that it is really safe and that I did put the brakes there and stuff. So yeah, good. An Imba epic roller coaster build, the Oppenheimer, and man, is it awesome. Damn right it is. Anyway, see you guys next time on Rollercoaster Tycoon, where I won't be commentating on my own gameplay.